Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How you guys doing? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, honey. We got some things to talk about today. Y'all come on in. We almost got 100 people in here. Hit that like button and take a seat, please. All right. Let's get ready to get this party started. Hey, y'all. Can y'all see me? Got that glare. What's going on? Child was eating some chips. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all come on in. Let me say hi to the people. Hey, Don. Yes. Thanks for being here, boo. Hey, Ravine. Let me start from the top. Because I see my mods. I had to say hi to my mods. Hey, Tracy. Mod in the house. Tracy said vote. Have y'all voted today for me for the Starlight Awards? If you haven't, can you do that for me, please? Thank you. Thank you, Tracy, for dropping that link. What's up, Corey? Hey, The Informed. What's up, Chuck? Dang, I thought Tyra and Top Model were coming back. Netflix is doing airing a documentary. No, they are. Tyra Banks said that she does want to come back for another cycle. Listen, you jumping ahead of me. We're going to talk about it. Moving right along. CC, Benji, what's up, boo? Complex, Alexis Thomas, Below, Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, my love. Hey, New Jones. What's up, boo? Felicia Forever Benson. Hey. Hey, Xavier, Powerful, Lovely Nola, Rock Chick. What's up, Papo? Gossip in the Garden, Miss Bay Thing. Quake, what's up? Carmen, what's going on? Don, hey, boo. Hey, Cruiser. What's up, Montrez? Koale, Nubian. Hey, Ravine, Travel Girl. Hershey Chocolate, what's going on? Hey, Majini. I've been saying Majani, honey. It's Majini. Hey, boo. Southern Belle. Angela. Really be, I'm glad. I'm sure you're glad school is closed Monday. Yes, I am, honey. Yes, I am. Montrez has been a rough week for me. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sending you some loves and hugs, you guys. I'm sorry, Montrez. I'm so sorry, boo. Southern Belle, Mo Walker. What's up, Cheryl? Hey, boo. Dr. Mac, DB, Emily B, Cherise. Please vote. Hey, Tiffany Blue, Miss Cookie. Angela Royal, what's going on? Hey, Halfpen. Tawanda. Hey, Candy. Hey, Gabby. What's going on? Y'all, so listen, this is what we getting ready to do. Mods, let me know when we hit 200 people. I'll make my announcement when we hit 200 people. Either when I hit 200 people or when I get to the end of my what I want to talk to y'all about. But we'll do the announcement at either 200 people, whichever comes first. So let's get into it. We might as well start with Tyra Banks since Chuck done already dropped that in the chat. So we know that there's a documentary coming out on Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model. And what the conversation we had on last week, or the week before last, was before the cruise. And I was like, listen, I'm interested in watching the documentary. We're going to watch the documentary. We're going to talk about it. And I just think that when it comes to early reality TV shows, I think that let me be clear. Right is right and wrong is wrong, right? I'm not going to make an excuse for bad behavior. However, comma, what I am going to say is there's some things that it's easy for us to look back with a lens. Hey, Abs, I forgot to send you the link, but I'll get you the link in a minute. So you can come up when it's time. When it's time. Well, I can let you come up now. You could just kind of hang out. Hold on. Tracy said the bar is open. So wait a minute. Hold on. Let me let y'all know what the menu is for tonight, because Tracy said the bar is open. She said we have blackberry mojito, a tart apple Cosmo. We have a peach bourbon. And for the non-drinkers, we have a blackberry raspberry club soda with lime. You know what I want. Go on and slide that peach bourbon right on down that bar. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Tracy. And Tracy, I'll tell you later. Tolerances were different back then. Yeah. So again, some things are right and wrong, right? But there were other things that, no problem, boo, no problem. But there were other things that, like I said, I feel like it'll be easy for us to indict Tyra Banks and the whole production company on some things because, like I said, some things right is right and wrong is wrong, right? Not I'm single, so I'll take 3. You know what? For Valentine's Day weekend, I got you. But the flip side of that is we've talked about that with Real Housewives, with things that were done and said in the earlier seasons that just would not happen today. But I will say this, Miss Tyra Banks, we do not need another season. I think that's a dinosaur that needs to stay where it is. Do I think that competition shows are still relevant? Yeah, I mean, there's some women who have had great careers coming out of America's Next Top Model. I mean, household names, people who have gone on to do acting, people who've gone on to stay in modeling and make a good living at modeling. I mean, so it created stars, which is what the purpose was. It created stars. But I just don't know. Some things are just lightning in a bottle. And I just don't know if it would be successful because I don't think the audience will be looking at it through that lens anymore. You know, the things that didn't bother me watching it, because I loved America's Next Top Model. I mean, it was must-see TV for me and my friends, and we loved it. So there are things that didn't bother me that would bother me now. You know? Yeah, they're just things that I was like, that's not a big deal, or I don't think that just didn't bother me then that will bother me now. And so I just don't think it would have the same level of success because they would be so restricted in what they could do and what they could say. I think that I learned how to take good selfies with America's Next Top. Yeah, honey, smiles. We learned how to smiles. But I also feel like Tyra Banks gets a lot of flack for honestly just being honest about what the modeling world was at that time. You know, showing up for a look-see. I remember that part of the season for the finalists would have to go on these look-sees. And I didn't know anything about that when it comes to modeling, that, you know, you have your portfolio, you have to run around the city, and you get there, you know, the one little thing could be a reason why you don't get booked for a show. The size thing. I mean, I get it. You know, if we're going to beat Tyra Banks up for the one thing, then I think we need to credit her for the other thing. Yes, we can beat Tyra Banks up for making a big deal out of size and making a big deal out of, let's say look-sees, go-sees. Yeah, sorry, I said look-sees. But we also have to, in my opinion, we also have to give her credit for including plus-size models. Now, do I think they always did right by their plus-size models? No, I don't think they did right by Takara. I think they weren't right. I think Takara was dominating that season and doing really, really well, and they were not ready for her to win, and so they made up a reason to eliminate her because you eliminated her. Oh, thank you, Cross Country Cruiser. I will add you to the list. Thank you, boo. You got you a ticket. Thank you, boo. Well, 3 tickets. I think that they eliminated her for complaining about not having clothes that fit her. I still remember that. I remember when Takara got eliminated. But the reality of the situation is that's real. You show up, you're a plus size model, and they might not have your size. So you got to figure it out. You have to make it work. When you show up and your walk isn't right, when you show up and your smile isn't what they're looking for, like, I think she gets beat up for just being, listen, this is the industry that I grew up in. This is the industry that I had to navigate, so I don't know. But I think it's real easy for us to beat up on what she did wrong instead of accepting the flaws of the show, but also acknowledging the barriers that it knocked down and the doors that it opened for a lot of people, But yeah, I'll never forget Camille and her signature walk with, not where's that hoe now? Shut up. The fact that some of these women were considered plus size, way crazy. Takara wasn't even that big. She had a bosom. But that is what plus size was. I mean, we got to remember she started that show coming off the heels of the whole that heroin look. You know what I mean? Y'all remember when that was the look? And now they've passed rules now where models can't be below a certain size. Like if they're too thin, they won't book them. So I mean, we just have to acknowledge that was the world that Tyra Banks was navigating. I mean, did she handle everything perfectly? No, she didn't. But also, I think yes, her name was on the show, but I think we also give her way too much credit. Like her name was she was the celebrity name attached to the show. She was the host, but she was not the sole owner and proprietor of America's Next Top Model. She had bosses. Kevin Mock was actually the person in charge. You know what I mean? But anyway. I feel like it's the same in the modeling industry. I think the modeling industry is better. When you look like a Christian Siriano, who just did his runway show last night, and you look at, he keeps plus size models, and I don't mean just token plus size models. Like he keeps in all of his shows, he has multiple plus size models. He's actually built a major brand off of being able to dress plus size celebrities. Like he's the go-to person for plus size celebrities. I remember when Leslie Jones, when she needed something to wear on the red carpet for Ghostbusters, and no designer wanted to dress her. Not one designer wanted to dress her. And Christian told her, I got you. I'll dress you. I got you. And she looked good. I want to say she wear like a red suit or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But Christian started at Lane Bryant. Well, there you go. He didn't forget where he came from, but I agree. The modeling field is still very much about thin white women. I agree. But I also feel like there've been some pockets. There are some pockets there. Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I guess we started there. All right. What else do we have here? Let me see here. Hold on. Where did I look? I got to see where I left off last night, child. Do we care about Taylor Armstrong's bullshit apology about the racist comments she made about Bad Bunny. Do we care? I mean, she released this Chat GPT, just teach me I didn't know any better apology. And this what I can't do. What I can't do, I don't mind having honest conversations about race and race relations and microaggressions and all of that. I have no problem. But what I don't want, what I will not do, what I will not entertain are people who make blatantly racist comments and then don't understand and then want to play victim when they okay, the consensus is no. All right, moving right along. Moving right along then. Here goes some more racist bullshit. Gene Simmons of Kiss says hip hop doesn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't come from the ghetto. It doesn't speak my language. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, there's so many thoughts. So, first of all, let me be honest. Y'all, excuse me, Mr. Gene Simmons, sir, you do know you stole rock and roll from black people, right? I mean, you do understand that you stole rock and roll from black people. But I'm going to take y'all one better. Gene Simmons, sir, excuse me. Kiss stole their look from black women. I'm gonna say that to the people in the back. Kiss stole their look from black women. Here's what happened. Want to hear a story? I'm gonna tell you what happened. When Kiss was becoming Kiss and they were looking for a signature look, their manager ran into a group called LaBelle that had this popping song called Lady Marmalade. And remember, they had the space suits that they used to wear. And their manager said, we want that right there. We want that right there. Y'all literally stole your looks from black women. Now, let's talk about this whole ghetto piece of it. Was hip hop born in the hood? Yes, it was. It was. If you know your history, you know the history of hip hop. It was born in the hood. Absolutely. But hip hop is global now. Hip hop, the money that hip hop generates, the cultural influence that hip hop has, the fact that you and your ignorant ass can't get beyond the fact that hip hop started there and you can't even understand the global impact of hip hop. I tell you what, Kiss, I got one better for you, Kiss. I got one better for you, Kiss. How about y'all schedule a concert at Madison Square Garden and sell tickets, And then let's let Kendrick Lamar schedule a concert at Madison Square Garden and sell tickets. Let's see who sells out first. Let's see the price point of your tickets versus the price point of his tickets. And then I want you to come back to me and tell me who's in the ghetto. Sir. Asshole. Anyway, moving right along. I used to love Kiss too. And when I say I used to love Kiss, I don't know nothing about their music. I used to like the costumes. Y'all remember Solid Gold? Kiss used to be on I don't know. And it's funny because I remember my parents being like, why the hell do you like them so much? I didn't care nothing. I ain't know nothing about the damn music. I just liked the face makeup and their stage presence and shit blowing up. I mean, Toby said he needs to shut the fuck up. Rock and roll was started on the backbone of black artists. Facts on facts on facts. Learn something new. Rock and roll was born somewhere down south on a dirt road. Absolutely. Absolutely it was. Go listen to Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog by and pardon my name for forgetting that woman's name. But she was a black woman. Elvis Presley literally stole that song from her. And then I was just looking at something the other day where there was a black singer. Elvis Presley stole his cadence from this black man. When you listen to this black man sing, and then you listen to Elvis Presley sing, he literally stole his whole cadence, how he sang a song. He stole it from this black man. Damn, I should have wrote it down because you could hear it. They were, baby, Big Mama Thornton. Thank you, Xavier. Sister Rosetta Thornton. It was Sister Rosetta Thornton who I'm thinking about. But Big Mama Thornton was another one. Anyway, remember the amusement park movie? Baby, I used to love me some Solid Gold. Solid Gold. Erin Jackson, I don't know if I said that, but shout out to Erin Jackson. She has become the first black woman to win an individual winter Olympic gold medal for speed skating. Go, if y'all have not seen her, Madam Nadal, if y'all have not seen her race, her gold medal race, baby, y'all go Google that thing. She tore them people up. Okay, she left them dust. It was nothing but dust. Nothing but dust. Kimora Lee. Baby, come here. Kimora Lee Simmons, come here, please. Come to the front, ma'am. Come down here to the front. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, boo. So Kimora Lee Simmons is living in a $25 million mansion that her convicted felon of a husband bought with stolen money that he fully admitted that he stole and allocated when he pled guilty. She is fighting to stay in that house. I'm confusion. And let me tell you why I'm confusion. If they know that man used stolen money to buy that house, I don't understand why the government didn't take the house. I don't understand. The government took, that's why Russell Simmons mad now, because the government took that stock. Russell Simmons said, that's my stock and I want my stock back. That's why Russell Simmons keeps saying that Kimora stole his money. We done went through the whole story, child. It's a whole convoluted story. But at the end of the day, they seized a whole lot of shit from this man. Why did he take that damn house? Why has Kimora been living in that house for the last 5 years? I'm going to be honest with you. On one hand, I understand. Okay, that money was bought with stolen funds, but on the other hand, I'm kind of team Kimora. Hell, you been letting me live here. You ain't took the house. You ain't been took this house. Oh, hold on a second, y'all. Sorry about that. Thank you, Xavier. That's the video that we did, honey. That's the video that we did about 2 years ago. When we went through the whole court case and explained why Russell Simmons feels like Kimora owe him money. And again, to be honest, I know y'all, we not feeling Russell these days, but if you read through that lawsuit, he kind of got a legitimate argument. I ain't saying he got a legal argument. I'm just saying I could see how he feel like they owe him some money. Let a girl live. Yeah, I mean, my thing is, she been living in that house. Her husband been in jail for like 4 years. So I don't understand. The house was probably in her name, and they probably just realized it, or maybe they reported the money was monopoly money. Either way, she got squatters' rights. No, they knew. They didn't just find out that house was bought with the money. They knew. That's what I don't understand why she's been allowed to stay. I would have to read like a full, deep article. You know, the little blurb that it's just crazy to me. But again, I'm not saying I'm team Kimora. I ain't saying I'm team Kimora because I ain't team nothing. But hold on, let me do something here. I just don't understand why they just now deciding to come and get that money. Come and get that house. But she's probably been fighting it all this time too. She's probably been fighting it all this time. Okay, let's look at this. Let's read this article. Child, and she living rent-free. What? Yeah, I wouldn't be going nowhere. They'd have to pick me up and carry me. It says, Kimora Simmons in her ongoing legal battle in a case of stolen funds. Okay, so she's been fighting it. The reality TV star has been living rent-free in her mansion in Beverly Hills, refusing to vacate while the property remains part of an open dispute in court as it was allegedly acquired via stolen funds. The fraud charges are tied to her estranged husband, Tim Lessner, who was previously convicted. She has spent the last 5 years in a $25 million villa in Beverly Hills and is refusing to leave despite the legal battle surrounding the property. Her estranged husband purchased the mansion with stolen funds. All these years, she has not paid the mortgage or rent for the property, and court documents reveal she is refusing eviction. Oh, wait a minute. He might be out of jail already. Her husband. The money came from IMDb, which is a Malaysian sovereign wealth fund at the heart of one of the world's largest multi-billion with a B dollar frauds in history. His involvement in the scam resulted in a 2-year sentence behind bars. Oh, he must be out of jail then. The reality TV star claims that Lessner sold the abode fraudulently and without authorization to real estate headliners, the Rubin brothers, in November of 2020. Court documents show that Lessner and Lee were to pay $67,000 a month to continue living on the property, which has not been paid to date. The fate of the 7-bedroom mansion, which sits on 3.7 acres of land, remains uncertain as the legal battle lingers on. So basically, she's squatting. The disgraced banker, Tim Lessner, testified under oath in 2022, confirming that he bought the Beverly Hills mansion with $25 million that had been stolen from the Malaysian people. However, in his testimony, there was no suggestion or evidence that Lee Simmons was involved in the crime. He also disclosed that he made efforts to move and hide assets, including ownership of his major holdings in Kiwi, the holding company for the Beverly Hills mansion, out of fear that the U.S. government would seek to take the property as restitution. Properties of many involvement of the fraudulent scheme were seized by the government, down to celebrities who were gifted pricey assets bought with stolen IMDb money. They were asked to return them in a recorded civil asset forfeiture case by the U.S. government. On that list was popular actor Leonardo DiCaprio, who returned to Picasso, and a Basquiat, I always say his name wrong, Basquiat, worth a combined $12.2 million. Most of the property recovered have been sold off and the earnings remitted to the Malaysian government. The Beverly Hills mansion, among a few others, remain outstanding. Ciao. Baby. So basically, she's squatting in a $25 million mansion. Dr. Mac, I don't understand how you refuse eviction, because I always felt like if you refuse eviction, they would just forcibly evict you. Like they would literally just, pick you up and carry you. I mean, isn't that what they do when they just put people's stuff on the street? They just put their shit on the street. And ma'am, you have been living in this $25 million mansion rent free. The rent was supposed to be $67,000 a month, and you haven't paid anything in 5 years. Ma'am, if you don't pack your shit and get the hell on. But I'm gonna be honest with you, shit. If the government ain't came, if they ain't came and took it, look, Kimora, look, girl, I ain't mad at you. I may not always like you. I may not always agree with what you say out your mouth, but baby, I ain't mad at you. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at you, girl. You hold on to that money. You keep living in them people's house. Mm-hmm. I just hope that you've been investing that money, not buying Birkins. But that ain't my business. How do they let her film a show? I guess that ain't got nothing to do with the. If they can't even get her out the house, how they gonna stop a production company from coming in? Can you imagine the headline and photos of them dragging her out the house? Oh, baby. Hey, Kenneth, what's up, boo? Not squatting in the fab lane? Right. Squatting in the fab lane. Baby. She got that Celsius water, honey. Child. Well, that's what's going on with Kimora. Let me go through a few more of these. They say that the State Department is set to revoke passports for parents owing over $100K in unpaid child support. I support that message. I support that message. I'm sorry. I mean, I feel like if you owe, first of all, $100,000 is a lot of fucking money to owe in child support. And we're not talking about celebrities, people who, I'm talking about the average person, right? Celebrities who owe a lot of money, it don't take long to get to 100,000. But I'm talking about the average Joe or average Joanne. You are $100,000 behind in child support. You don't need a passport. I'm sure they'll make exceptions if your job makes you travel out of the country. I'm sure there's exceptions to the rule because, of course, they want you to work. But the average person, you don't need no passport if you owe your baby mama or your baby daddy $100,000 or more in child support. You don't need to be going nowhere. You don't need to be going to Tulum. You don't need to be going on no cruises. And I mean, technically, you could still go on a cruise without a passport, but you don't need to be going nowhere. You need to be staying your ass right here and working. How do you get $100,000 in child support? You must have never paid. Yeah. I don't think this should. No. I wasn't saying there should be an exception for celebrities. I'm saying I think there should be an exception if you legitimately work. But then I think there should be some sort of lien. Like there still should be like. Then I'm gonna say this: if it were me drafting the law, if you worked out of the country or that was part of your job, and so you needed your passport in order to work, then I would garnish your check. Then it would be a mandatory garnishment of your wages. Like, okay, we're going to let you keep your passport, but until you get this amount under XYZ, we're going to automatically just every 2 weeks, we hit you. Every 2 weeks. We just gonna hit you because you would have to show proof that that's your job, which means they would be able to garnish your check. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not saying celebrities should get an exception. I'm just saying it's not hard to get to $100,000 if you are a celebrity and your child support is $20,000 a month. That's what I meant. But for the average person to get to $100,000 that you owe in child support, do you know how hard? Like Xavier said, that means you ain't never bought shit. I mean, you ain't never paid shit to get to $100,000. Baby, let me tell you something. I had this lady at my job. Her baby daddy, ex-husband, put it to you like this. He was still paying child support on her daughter who had 2 children who were in middle school. I'm not saying that they were like infants. I'm talking about my girl was a grandmama. Like her grandson, she has 2 grandsons. They were in middle school. And she had this it was like a debit card, I guess, that was connected to her child support account. The way she explained it. And literally every once in a while, she said, every once in a while, I'll just call the number and see if there's any money in there. Because she said what he does is he doesn't work so that they won't take money out of his check. And so when he does mess around and they find him or they find out where he's working, then they start taking money out of his check and then he'll quit until, he'll quit again until they catch up with him. And so she said every once in a while, she said, if I'm a little short, if I need a few dollars, she said, I'll just call and see if there's any money in that account. And sometimes she'll call and be like, ooh, she said, oh, they got him. They done found him. And it might only be like a couple of $100, but she'd be like, well, let me go on and transfer this money. But literally this man still owed her money. And she literally had grandkids that were in middle school. And she was still only nickel and diming. Like it still was only a couple of $100 here, a couple of $100 there. It still wasn't like no lump sum. She said tax time. And every once in a while she just check it. I said, that is crazy. Like, that you literally have grandkids and you still collected child support. Like, that's crazy. My girlfriend had the same thing. Yeah, the best way I can explain it is it was like a debit card. You know what I mean? And she would call that number, and if there was anything on it, then she could just transfer the money into her bank account. It's just crazy. What's up, Lyric? Hey, boo. Watching from the bushes. Just wanted to say hello. Well, hey, boo. How are you, my love? My sister's baby daddy haven't paid since my niece was 11. And the last time she got something, it was $17. Listen, I had a girlfriend one time. I remember she showed me her child support checks. Like, literally, she would just cash them at, like we would be at the liquor store, and she would just be like, can I go ahead and just pay with this? You know, back in the day, the liquor store would take checks and stuff. And literally, we buy at the liquor store buying a couple of bottles or whatever. And she just that is her child support check was that little. That a couple of bottles of wine or something, and she'd be like, here, child. And your niece is 30 now. That's crazy. I just, my thing is this. I just don't understand. And see, this is why I tell people when people say to me, oh, well, when I tell people I don't think I have like that instinct, that motherly instinct, it kicks in. Yes, you'll get it when you have a child, it kicks in. No, it doesn't. Clearly, it doesn't kick in. Because there are way too many neglected children out here for that shit to kick in. Listen, Danny's oldest daughter will be 10 this year, and if I ever get a payment, I'm dancing a jig. Oh. Baby. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. That's why they say mama's baby, daddy's maybe, honey. It's a sad thing. Y'all, they still ain't arrested David yet, the singer out there in California. They said the latest update on the case is that his family has been subpoenaed to testify before the grand jury, but they're fighting it. They're fighting it. When did a wrench turn into a badge? On my side, I still see a wrench, so I don't know what y'all see on y'all side. Oh, wow. A 70-year-old man got denied a senior apartment because he still owed child support from 30 years prior. Ooh. That's crazy. But oh well. There's got to be more to this David situation because this thing has just been dragging on way too long. But they have convened the grand jury and they are interviewing people, so we'll see, child. We'll see. Maybe they said that Jill Zarin is on the verge of a mental They said she's on the edge of going into a mental health clinic. It says she is just devastated. Girl, you devastated you got fired from that job. You're not devastated that your racism is on full display. Because again, like I said, when that shit came out your mouth, I don't understand why you didn't understand that what you were saying was racist. When you said there were no white people. Moving right along. I've given her too much of my attention already. We're gonna move right along. Unfortunately, and this is a case that I think we talked about, but I did not follow it because these kind of cases break my these kind of cases really break my heart. But Jarvis Butts has pled guilty to unaliving 13-year-old Naziah Harris. He has admitted to unaliving her, and I just got a text from my cousin. He a granddaddy. I didn't even know his son was expecting a child. Well, congratulations. I'm gonna have to call well, congratulations. But unfortunately, he admitted to dumping her body, unaliving her and dumping her body after he discovered that she was pregnant with his child. This man, again, I what's up, Cam? Say boo. I can't dig too deep into this because these are the kind of stories that really piss me off and really break my heart. But this child, when you look at the people that were around her, the people in her life, this child never stood a chance. Her auntie and the people, just this man was a despicable person that they knew about. I'll text your name and tell you who it was. Hold on. Let me do it now before I forget. I'll send you a picture. Oh, look at the baby. Look at his little fat self. um okay. Yeah, I just, and this girl, I mean, she was 14 years old, clearly looking for love in all the wrong places. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Yeah, he should be charged for both. You're right. Well, he's pled guilty, so we'll see what his sentence is. I think Pam said that she's going to go to the court that day. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to Pam, the law intellect, because I think she said she's gonna go to the courthouse because it's in Detroit. The case was in Detroit. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Oh. Okay. No, Pam the law intellect, honey. I know. Look at them cheeks. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna spend too much more time on you, Tamar. We almost ready to make our announcement, and we got 200 people in this chat. I only have 2 more things to talk about. But Tamar, this is the thing I'm talking about. You always say you're not the drama. You always say you be minding your business. You always say you don't understand why people put you in stuff, right? You always say those things. But then you do stuff like this. Glorilla, there was under the comments under the shade room with Glorilla and Brorilla, the whole story about Glorilla and Brorilla, and y'all know we talked about what's been going on with Glorilla and her sister. Tamar Braxton unprovoked. Nobody asked you, ma'am. Nobody asked you to give your 2 cents. Nobody asked you to speak on this. Nobody asked you, ma'am. Tamar Braxton says, I'm praying for every Tawanda in every family. See, so when you say you want peace and you don't bother nobody and you don't understand why people keep coming at you, that's why. Now, let's be clear. Most of us do agree with your sentiments on Tawanda. However, girl, nobody asked you. You totally inserted yourself in other people's whole situation. It was funny, though. But now, Tawanda go live and cuss your ass out, which we know she's not. But then you'll be playing victim. Come on now. She's not the only celeb that has spoken. You missed my whole point. I didn't say nothing about the fact that celebrities spoke. You missed my whole point. My point is, number one, Tamar always plays victim and acts like nobody, that she don't bother nobody. She don't do nothing. Why am I always in it? You inserted yourself in this. For you to say, you did miss my point, for you to say she's not the only celebrity that spoke. I'm not saying that. I'm not doubting that other celebrities didn't speak. I'm talking about Tamar always plays victim, yet you have inserted yourself in a situation that wasn't needed. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Candy and Todd are still going at it, child. Candy has now let the people know that Todd is living rent-free in the guest house. Todd has responded. Todd said, yes, he does live in the guest house. He said because Candy called her cousins and them over to the house and had his shit moved out of the house without his permission into the guest house. So yes, that's what he been saying. He said, yeah, I absolutely been in the guest house because she put my shit out the house and she put me in the guest house. Now, to be fair, that was Candy's house before y'all got married. I mean, Todd, I feel like you probably could have moved out. I'm just saying. Now, y'all know the other day I was kind of defending Todd, but on this one, Todd, I can't really defend this because it's kind of like the whole Ralph thing. Why you here, sir? Go get you an apartment. Go get your own shit. I don't understand why you still here. I'm just saying, Todd, is Kimora. Child. Todd also told some convoluted story about how they used to put all their money into a joint account, and then when they got separated, Candy was like, I ain't putting no money in that account anymore, and I'll take care of the bills. I don't think Candy meant don't give me no money. I think Candy meant we are now separated, so we are now in the process of separating our shit. So I am no longer going to be putting any money into a joint account. I will pay the bills. I'm not waiting for you. Like, I'm not going to wait for you to give me half on the daycare or half on the gymnastics classes or half on the acting classes. I'm not going to wait on that. I'm going to go ahead and pay it, and you just reimburse me because you know how much this shit costs because we was paying it together. Now, on that one, Todd, again, I can't defend that. Just because she said, well, I'm going to take care of the bills doesn't mean don't give her no money. He's staying to prove he needs alimony. That would be smart. Now, let me be clear. If Todd, it's kind of like why Ralph wouldn't leave the house. Because once you leave, a good divorce attorney is going to tell you don't leave. We had this conversation about Ralph, and that's why Ralph wouldn't leave. once you leave, you have ceded that ground. You know what I mean? You've sort of ceded that territory. However, in this situation, I don't think Todd has any rights to the house because the prenup would cover that house since Candy had the house before she married Todd, right? She bought the house before they got married. But again, I'm no divorce attorney, child, and maybe that's what his attorney may be telling him, don't leave the house. Don't leave that property. Maybe that's what his attorney is telling him. You know? And if he is taking care of the kids, which I know we some people dispute what he is and isn't doing with the kids, but if he is taking care of the kids, maybe it is easier for him to stay on the property. I don't know. But on this one, Todd, I am kind of like, you know. So I don't know. But that is why he wants the prenup thrown out. Right. And that's the other thing. The fact that he's challenging the prenup is another reason why his attorney might be telling him, don't you leave. Don't you get off. Don't you leave that property, because he is challenging the prenup. Right. So, I mean, I know from the outside looking in, it's easy to be like, oh, Ty's a squatter, Ty's this, Ty's that. The same thing we said about Ralph. But there are legal reasons why they weren't leaving, why Ralph didn't leave the house. There are legal reasons why Ty's not leaving the house, I believe. You know, divorce is just nasty. It just is. It's just nasty. Sorry, y'all. It's every time. What's up, man? While she's gone, I'll take over. I know all her business. That shut up. It's not StreamYard. It's not StreamYard. I have a short. The wire that I use, it's a short in the wire, and every time, when the cleaning lady comes in and she cleans this area, it throws everything off, and I have to kind of reset everything. That's all. That's all. I will cut off power and water to the guest house and tell him to pay for it himself. Yeah, I mean, there are ways that you could make him uncomfortable. I'm just saying. But when he said that Candy called her cousins to come over and move his shit out the house, baby, I bet you that was funny. I bet you that was some old funny shit. Mama Joyce was probably like, yes, 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 yes. JB just texted me about that. Hold on, Ebbie. I'm about to drop the link now. This link is only for Ebbie, y'all. It's only for Ebbie. It is only. I'm not gonna let you up if you are not Ebbie. It is only for Ebbie because we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk some business, and that's it. This is not. I'm not opening up the panel to have a conversation about stuff. This is only for Ebbie. The cleaning lady bullying the cables when like, and there's a short somewhere in this configuration I got going on over here. So it throws it off. It's the same thing with my child. Anyway, it just throws it off. My dad cut the heat off in the house for one of his wives. It worked. Ooh, baby. Todd would have to leave voluntarily or involuntarily. Ooh, Gabby said, I'm gonna call them people on him. Ooh. So, all right. Yeah, Jay, I haven't looked at today's episode, so please don't say anything about Beyond the Gates. I have not looked at today's episode. JB just texted me, so I have to figure it out. He's gonna have to host it because I did not. Anyway, I didn't see all of the episodes. Where's Rashida's son? Who is Rashida? Who is Rashida? Oh, that Rashida. Oh. I was like, who is Rashida? You mean Rashida, my bubble gum. All right, you guys. So what's my timestamp? Because I'm going to clip this. We're at 57 minutes and 30 seconds. Who raps like Shawty Low? Yeah. So you guys listen. I have an update for Ebbie's birthday. We have an update for Ebbie's birthday. Here she come now. Hey, boo.
Hey.
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear. Look at you being all loud and clear.
Oh. I will hope so, chill.
So look, we have an update to Ebbie's birthday situation, you guys. Listen, one day we are still going to make it to Universal because we are going to make that happen, okay? If the Lord say the same, we're going to get there. But we had to have a conversation and make an adjustment because it was taking Universal way too long to release those dates for me to try to lock in some rooms. And the longer we waited, the less time people were going to have to get their funds together. So we came up with a plan B. And me and Ebbie talked about it. And I'll tell y'all later what my selling point was. For those of you that went on the cruise with me last week, you guys already got this. Y'all already got this information earlier. I told y'all on the cruise. I told y'all when we were on the cruise that I had this. I said, give me to the end of the week. Because when we were on the cruise, people kept saying, when is the next one? When is the next one? When is the next one? We having such a good time. Everything, we having a great time. And don't get me wrong, that was definitely I loved it. It was like a vote of confidence. You know what I'm saying? But it was a little pressure too. I was like, y'all, get me to the end of the week. Like, we still on this cruise. Like, let me get through this cruise before y'all start asking about the next one. But we do have our next trip. We do. I'm trying to get to the flyer now, child. Lord, I done saved the flyer where I put it. Where'd it go? Child. Is this it right here? No. Give me a second, y'all. I got it. It's in here somewhere. But in the meantime, we are, without further ado, child, because I can't find the damn flyer. Where's the damn flyer? I might have to.
Just because you was talking about Todd and he done schemed to set you up.
The Todd scheme, Todd the scheme to set me up to not be able to show y'all the damn flyer. It says here. Where the hell did I put it? All right. But what we're going to be doing, you guys, we are doing it says it's right there. We are doing a cruise, honey. We are doing a cruise. And y'all, I'm sorry. Where is the damn flyer? Oh, there it is right there. I'm about to say, I know I had it. There it is right there. Let me take this off the screen. Now, we are cruising. So let me go through the facts first, and then I'll give y'all the other stuff. So for Ebbie's 50th birthday, you guys, we are kicking off the year. We're going to start the year with a cruise, and we're going to end the year at Universal. That's the plan. Okay, that is the plan. The cruise is December the 30th through to January the 4th on Virgin Cruises. So if you don't know anything about Virgin Cruises, they are adult cruise lines. There are no churn. So we'll be bringing in the new year. We'll be bringing in the new year on the cruise with all the adults. Okay, all the adults this is. The cruise we're going on is a 5-day cruise. It's leaving out of Miami. is going to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and Beach Club at Bimini. So, right,
Come
this is for
on,
the grown and
Bimini.
sexy.
Yes.
Did I misspell January? Oh Lord, I'll fix it. Thank you, Quake. You could have just said I misspelled January. You ain't have to be smart. Anyway, tell me something. Is that how you spell January? Don't do me. All right, but I'll fix it. No, Tracy, no. Tracy always be adding stuff. We are not doing a day at no, we're leaving out of Miami. Girl, calm down. We're leaving out of Miami. But y'all know that Virgin is a little bit different than Royal as far as booking the cruise and stuff like that. I'm doing this through, y'all know I've started doing travel now. So I'm doing this through my travel agency, for lack of a better word. So the link is there. There's also a QR code. If you scan the QR code, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like when you go to the website. Well, hey, welcome. Well, you welcome home. We welcome home. I ain't seen Pat since I got back, y'all. So this rate is locked. When you go in, I don't have the prices up there because it just depends on the rooms and it wasn't enough space. But the rate is locked until March the 12th. And rates do change. So y'all know after March the 12th, y'all need to let me know. I want to go, but we'll see. Virgin likes to keep their money. Listen, Virgin is a little pricier than Royal Caribbean and Carnival. I'm going to be honest. But remember with Virgin, it includes Wi-Fi, which you pay for separately on Carnival and Royal. And it also includes basic drinks. So you don't have to pay for sodas. You don't have to pay for sparkling water. You don't have to pay for regular water on Virgin. So it is more expensive, but it somewhat balances out when you factor in those things. So I do want to show you guys when yeah, a lot of people don't like the prepaid package on Virgin, especially for luscious like Tracy.
Oh my God, I almost choked up my what do you call that lady?
Tracy know I love her. I know the look she just gave too. I know the way Tracy just looked at that screen. I know the look she just gave me. Look at her. Wow. I know she's like, wow. But when you hit that link, it's going to take you to this page. It's going to take you to this page right here, which shows you pretty much all of the cruises, right? Again, unfortunately, listen, Virgin is a little special. You're going to have to scroll to the bottom of that page, and the cruise that we're going on is at the bottom of the page, and it's called Ahoy New Year or something, so you know which cruise it is. Hold on. You coming with us?
Come on, Miss Pat, come shake something.
December for New Year.
Come on.
Excuse me. All right. Oh, okay.
Oh, she said she got plans already?
She got plans in August, honey. She said she going to the DR, honey, in August. So I get it. I ain't mad at you, honey.
We ain't mad at it.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second.
Lord, remember me. Y'all, we gonna have a good time. We gonna drop down and get an eagle on. We gonna shake it fast to Juvenile's new song and T.I.'s new song. We gonna party like it's 1999. Even though in 1999 I wasn't really partying. I was too busy being a mama and a wife. But that's neither here nor there. We gonna party. Now she was at the bar at 11 a.m. Not bring the horse. Who has a horse? Majani, you got a horse? Okay, so here's my thing. Now we gonna get every drunk.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. You said how we gonna get every drunk? Not just don't come back pregnant. Ooh.
I'm trying to get to my Johnny and this horse. Is that a man or is it an actual horse? What we talking about, daughter?
She talking about her scooter. Baby,
Oh,
Majani wasn't playing no games on that cruise, honey. She got everywhere. She was all over that damn cruise, honey.
I'm not mad at it.
Exactly.
Bookie. They better have good food. I'm flipping the tables. I know
The
that.
food is now. I've heard great things. Well, I've heard mixed reviews about Virgin, but I've heard more good than bad. A lot of the
Okay.
things that people that a lot of things I heard that people didn't like about Virgin is because they were, they liked like the drink thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like the drink package, going to a bar tab, it could be a little bit much. But here's the cruise we're going on right here. Scarlet New Year's Ahoy. Hold on, can I make that bigger? Yeah, Scarlet New Year's Ahoy. That is the cruise right there. That is where it is. That's what it's called. So the price there is not the price for that is per sailor. So if you want a room by yourself, then that price does double. So somebody did ask me find out about single sailor prices, and I will call and get that information. I think Virgin on certain ships does have that option, so I will find out for you. But I talked to somebody earlier today, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a roommate for this one." I understand, I get it, we get it, I get it, but this is they are running a special right now where there's a discount off of the second person. I will say this, that depending on how many people we book, y'all know how this goes with groups. Depending on how many people we book, depending on the interior room was the only single person room. Thank you, Tawanda. Thank you, Boo. Depending on what type of rooms they get and all that, there will be bar credit. So it just depends. I won't have all the information until we're done with all of our, until after I don't want to give y'all that date, but I won't have all the information until we see how many people we're gonna book. What I will say is some people have already booked. Okay. I gave this information last night in the group chat from the cruise, and baby, people have already booked this cruise. I'm not mad at y'all. Thank y'all so much. Can't wait to see y'all. But with that being said, this is what we're doing. You guys, y'all know that this is my first solo group trip on a cruise. The first one I did it with my partner in crime, Cruiser Bruiser over there. Did Cruiser book already? I require her presence. Oh wow. I can't tell y'all people's business, but what I will say is Cruiser is intending to come. That's what I can tell you. But I ain't telling y'all. I mean, if she wouldn't tell y'all whether she booked or not, that's on her. But I ain't telling other people's business. I don't like interior, but I may have to make it work. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Listen, y'all know I'm not one of those people. I would love to see as many of y'all on the ship, and however y'all gotta make that happen is how I want y'all to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Tracy don't know it yet, but Tracy is on the birthday committee. She is in charge of the birthday committee.
She's in charge of the girls.
She is in charge of the girls. Tracy and El Teddy did the damn thing. When it comes to the cruise, listen, they definitely put that thing together. We had lanyards, we had bracelets, we had waterproof situations. I mean, we had it. Okay, they did that. People walked up. We had shot glasses. Okay, Miss Toby was on the ship, honey. Being grown. So just know that Tracy is gonna probably have a different color sash for Ebbie to wear every day to match her outfit. She's gonna probably say, Ebbie, what outfits are you wearing so we can make sure the sashes match? Like, I can hear those conversations happening right now. I can hear those types of conversations happening. Tracy is look at her laughing. She's already thinking. She is already thinking. I just need you to know that.
Oh God.
But
You gonna
so
have
the
a
thing,
cup around my neck. I can
yes,
feel it.
yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm going on my third Virgin cruise in May with James. Book early because rates increase, especially during the holiday. Yes. So this price, so the price that we have, that price on is locked in for 30 days, locked in until March the 12th. It should be locked. Let me say that. When you book it, it should be the price that you see right now. That's our price that's locked until March the 12th. I'm going to make another flyer that puts all the prices on there. I just wanted to get you guys the information because again, it's a lot to try to put on a flyer, but the QR code is there, the link is there. Also keep in mind with Royal Caribbean, they don't just have a $200 deposit, it is a 20% deposit. It is I don't know, Katrina, I have to ask. I don't know what the military discount is, but it is a 20% deposit. So I will say this, that with Royal Caribbean, Lord, not Royal Caribbean, with Virgin, it's sort of like a hierarchy situation. So depending on the type of room you booked is how early you get access to um booking your food and that kind of stuff. With the group, we will get one dinner together. Other than that, you guys know that one thing about Virgin, they have over 20 different places to eat on the ship, and you can book any of those places. You don't have to eat. We don't have to necessarily eat together every night in the dining room, like on the cruise. So you kind of have that option. But we will have one night together, and that'll probably be the night that we celebrate Ebbie's birthday. We'll, have all of the bells and whistles of celebrating Ebbie's birthday. But one thing I've never been on a Virgin cruise. One thing I am looking forward to is kind of doing all of the different eateries. Right, Tracy, you can only book as early as you can book. Like people who have the suites can book up to 180 days early. All the rest of us peasants have to wait. But as soon as you can book, Tracy saying book as soon as you can. So yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. What did Cams do? If I go, I would be the baby of the group. We had some babies on the group. We had a couple of 20-year-olds on the cruise, and they had a good time. They had a good time, honey. Yeah, Gabby. Baby, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Pink Agave and the Wake restaurants are very good, but you have to book as soon as you can. Yeah, I definitely want to try to get to the Wake. The Wake is the steak and seafood restaurant. So I know they stay busy. And Pink Agave, that's the Mexican restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. So they have a little bit of everything. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be able to speak a lot more about the day-to-day of it after, because I'm going on James's cruise too. Who just said they're going on James's cruise? Hold on. Who just said it? Because I'm going to. Somebody in the chat just said they're going on James's cruise. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Oh, Cece. Okay, well, I'll meet you there, boo, because I'm going to. The other thing I want to say is we also have FlexiPay. This is a question y'all asked me, I think, on the last cruise about that. It's the same as a firm. It's not a firm, but it's the same as a firm. So when you go to book, it'll give you the option of it'll give you the option of pay later, book now, pay later. And that's that service is called FlexiPay. It used to be called Uplift. So if you are familiar with Uplift, it's the same company. It's just now called FlexiPay. And if you qualify, it's just like anything else, like a firm or Afterpay or anything like that. You can do it that way too. I also can do it for you if you are like, look, this is just too much. It's too complicated. You can reach out to me. Y'all know how to reach out to me. You can reach out to me and I can book it for you. But again, you may not, most of y'all, like I said, people have already booked, so it ain't that complicated. But but if you want me to do it, that's fine. I can also do the FlexiPay for you option as well. I have that ability. So just so you know, those are some options. If you're like, look, my money a little funny right now, but I do want to lock in this rate, I want to go, you can always put it on the FlexPay option and then just pay it off early. It'll let you finance for up to 24 months. So it'll give you a year to pay it off, but you don't have to wait a year. It's just like a credit card. You can pay it off early. So yeah. If there are more questions, book your hotel now. Child Cruiser said, book your hotel now. I'm going to get y'all hotel information this week. Give me till the end of the weekend. Because I know there are a couple of hotels that Cruiser has used before in Miami, that I've stayed in Miami before. But then there's also another hotel that was recommended to me by a travel group that does a lot of cruises, and that's where they stay. So give me a minute to check the prices, the rates on those. There are like 3 different hotels. Let me check the rates, and then I'll give you guys that information so y'all can go ahead and lock in y'all room. And for the people who went on the cruise with us, y'all know how important that is, because my room rate was like $130 a night. And for the people who waited, some of them, those rooms were going for like $300. So you definitely want to book early. And so, but Johnny, we don't have that same problem in Orlando. We're in Miami, and the Miami airport is a lot closer to the port. You're talking about a more reasonable. Yeah, Orlando is a lot because it's so far away from the airport. From the port. But Miami is right there. It's reasonable. It's like Cruiser. What is it? From the airport to the dock, maybe. I don't want to make up a number, but it's reasonable because I want to say when I stayed in Miami, my hotel, it might have cost me like maybe $20 to get from the hotel to my hotel. And then when we took a Uber, the Uber was like $20. So yeah, it's a lot more reasonable than Orlando. Tracy said, I don't like looking at the water, so I might get a window or interior. Oh, well, I love the water. Yeah, it's right there. It's a lot more reasonable. So yeah, give me a couple of days to just look at the rates on the hotels, and I'll give y'all that hotel information. And you can also book your hotel through my website. So I'll give y'all that information as well if y'all want to do it that way. I wanted the hammock room, but that price is crazy. So interior room for me. I got it. I dig it. I can dig it. All right, you guys. I'm not gonna make this too long. Y'all know we'll talk about it. I have set up my travel channel, which is where I'm going to be doing a lot of this moving forward. So I wanted to stream this on my travel channel, and StreamYard makes you wait 24 hours before it'll do it. So the next time we go live about this, I'll stream it on both channels, and then we can people can subscribe over there. So for the people who are not going on a cruise, y'all don't have to hear about the cruise all the time. We'll just do it over there. Yeah. Not I'm trying to use the sea terrace. Ooh, listen. I ain't gonna tell my business. But with that being said, I see you, Cams. So that when I talk about the cruise, which I will do this weekend, I'm going to do it on, it'll be on both channels. It'll be on this channel and it'll be on the travel channel. So we can start getting y'all to go over to the travel channel when we're talking about travel stuff. Okay. With that being said, you guys, thank y'all so much. Abby, any final words? I know you got other stuff going on, but any final words? I guess not. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.